After decommitting from the South Carolina Gamecocks, Trent Noah picks the Kentucky Wildcats. We're going to talk about what that means on today's episode of the Wildcats Today podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Stefaniak, writer and editor over at Wildcats Today, joined as always by my co-host, Carson Nash. Carson, you're going to Columbus, Ohio tonight. Tell us a little bit of why and how you doing.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I got a little work event meeting that I am going to tomorrow, so I got to go up there tonight because I don't really feel like waking up at 5 a.m. and driving up there tomorrow morning. But I'm doing well. Happy to announce Trent Noah. Welcome aboard to the Pope train. Exciting times.
What's the Pope car called? Doesn't he have a car?
The Pope is calling. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to figure out what the name of that car is. But so Trent Noah is a 4-star composite in 24/7 Sports. I've seen him listed as a 3-star some places, but if you're listed as a 4-star anywhere, you're a 4-star. So he's a 4-star composite on 24/7 Sports, ranked 103rd in the 2024 class rankings. Of course, a Harlan County kid. Listen, was the second best player in the state of Kentucky this year behind only the one and only Travis Perry. So, I mean, listen to the offer list. It's not like Butler, Seton Hall, South Carolina, Western Kentucky, Cal, Dayton. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the worst. Stanford, UCF, Richmond. Like, there's some offers there. It's not like his options were, like to play at BCTC. That's funny because, they don't have athletics. But
if they did, you get an offer.
Touche. That's why I had to go to Chicago to play at a JUCO because they didn't have any here. But so 6'6", he's a 3. He 6'6", 200-pound guy. He's not a skinny dude. Like he's built a little bit, and he can shoot the rock. So Carson, what are your thoughts on this addition?
Yeah, I really like him, and of course, Travis Perry is now the all-time leading scorer. Trent Noah comes in at number 5 too. So you have 2 top 5 all-time leading scorers coming to be a part of the same team. So yeah, anytime you get that, and Kentucky's in the state, the basketball is good here. So anytime you can get 2 top 5 scorers, like that's big time. I like the depth piece. I don't know how much he'll contribute this year, but I really like this for the long-term future. I felt like during Cal's tenure, he could have used a few more of these guys to propel the team.
Yeah, he did have an interesting tenure. But no, yeah. Deserved. But
that's all right. I need to go to high marks.
Yeah.
So dunk cam.
So from Arena Dunk Camp. So, he's a player to me, and I'm with you. I don't think he's a guy who is going to step in and play a ton this year. Carson, does he get minutes this year? What are your answer to that question? Does he get minutes this year? I'll let you answer before I answer.
I think he'll get some minutes, but it'll be definitely against lower competition, not in a meaningful game. But yeah. I do think he'll get some run because Pope likes to rotate guys in general. So I really do believe he'll get some clock, as will Travis Perry.
I just think Travis Perry's going to get more playing time than
I can definitely
Noah
see that.
will. And I'm not. There's no knock to this young man. He's a great player. We're really happy to have him. It's great to have these guys. You know how easy it is to root for these Kentucky kids? I mean, it's just fun. But I just think the way that Coach Pope is having this be a veteran team, I just think Noah's going to be a sit and wait kind of guy. Develop, he's already strong, get stronger, play, against some of these players, play against some of these veterans, develop, and then next season, or 25-26, he can be a guy on this team. So that's kind of my immediate thoughts on Trent Noah. And once again, it's a guy, I mean, Coach Pope seems excited about this addition. This is a solid addition. People are going to look at this and go, okay, well, he's a borderline 3-4 star. Players like this work out all the time. I think as Kentucky fans, and it's just part of it, we are so used to seeing 5 stars. not everyone has to be a 5-star to be a good college basketball player. You just don't. It's just
look at
reality.
the rosters on the Final Four teams. Tell me how many 5-stars were on those.
That's what I'm talking about. 3 and 4 stars all the time are great in college hoops. You don't have – there's no rule that means to be good that you have to be a 5-star. There's no rule to that. So he's a kid. Once again, I think because of the depth that the Wildcats are going to have with veteran players, he might be a next year type of guy. But it's a solid addition to your roster. He's a player that can come in and help a little bit. So I'm not going to sit here and yell about this addition at all. I think it's a great addition. You have these spots, fill them. Fill them with the Kentucky kid that can maybe become a star down the road. So I'm excited about this addition. I guess my next question is, Carson, I mean, like, you've watched a little bit of film on him. I've seen him play once. What are your thoughts on him as a player? Obviously, he's an elite shooter. Do you think he's just going to be is he always going to be a shooter, or do you think he can take kind of the Reeves path is what we're going to start calling it, and like develop into more of a 3-level guy throughout his career?
I think the big part on that would be he needs to get into the strength and conditioning program.
Mm-hmm.
I think those first 2 years will be to completely get his body right. And then I think that third year is going to be his leap year. I think because he knows how to play the game the right way. Like he knows how to pass, shoot. He's a great shooter. So as long as he can get better athleticism, I think he could be right there. And I really do like this a lot because think about it. Like Cal's deep bench, when he had a deep bench here, all those guys on the deep bench were just athletes. They were like even Ugana, like I love Ugana, but he is just an athlete. He is not skilled at the game of basketball, if we're going to be honest. So I really do like this. And that's how you build an actual team instead of an AAU team.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. So to me, and obviously, he can dunk, he can do all that, but in high school, it's easier to do that than it's going to be in college. In college, I think he's going to get here as a 3-point shooter, catch and shoot guy. I think he can develop. And yes, so I'm not saying he can't drive. I'm not saying he can't dunk. He can. I've seen him play. He can do all of it. I just think what's going to set up well for him in the college game is going to be shooting the rock. So once again, this is an addition I'm excited about. I think this is a solid addition to the roster. And I don't think it's a this year addition. I think it's, you got to look at this more as a football addition. Oh, we signed a 4-star defensive lineman. He might not play this year, but you let him develop and sit for a year. Next year, he's going to be a monster. I think this is like a football addition to where it's hard to get on the field as a freshman in the SEC, right?
Yeah.
I think that this is that type of addition where, hey, he's going to sit, he's going to develop, and I think he could be a really good player down the road for the Cats. I don't think it's this year, but I think that future will be bright for Trent Noah.
Who knows? Carson, he could shock some people. I know.
Yeah.
I love his mindset. He has a great mindset. So who knows?
And once again, I mean, we'll have this similar conversation about Travis Perry. I think he'll get a little bit more time, but once again, not every player from the state of Kentucky is going to come in and be Reed Sheppard. We have to remember that. It's not going to always happen. So whatever happens with Perry and with Noah, we'll just have to see. We'll have to watch and see what happens with them. But they're going to be great players for the Wildcats. I'm excited to see it. So Carson, any other thoughts on these guys?
That's all I got on them. I really like the pickups.
Me too. So, we were going to do a little roster breakdown, schedule, and all that. Talk about who's going to play where, minutes and positions and starting lineup. We're going to do that on Saturday morning. We wanted to get a show out today about Trent Noah, talk about him since that's kind of the fresh news. So on Saturday,
Andrew, how do you feel about the Joker boom?
Oh, that was pretty cool because the players pick theirs, right? They pick theirs.
Yep.
I like that. That was pretty cool. I like that.
And then he posted the picture of him doing the John Wall when he was younger. That was I love that stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you. But so we will have that episode coming to you on Saturday, and we will break down all that stuff. And if there's any more additions, we'll talk about that as well. So that is the plan coming at you Saturday morning, probably before a little rowdiness goes on between on Saturday. A couple cold snacks, as our friend Cam Boffman, friend of the show, likes to say.
Yeah.
So we will be here on Saturday to break all that down. Hope everybody has an outstanding Friday, a great rest of your Thursday today, and has a great weekend. And we will see you on Saturday to break all that down. Talk to y'all later.